All right, guys, we are live. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to our morning note. It is Tuesday, November 24th, 2020. My name is Carlos Garcia, founder and CEO of G.A.R Capital. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to join me. We do this every market day, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you haven't already, bottom right-hand corner of your screen, there's a white little box, our icon, our logo. Click that, subscribe, like our videos, turn on notifications so you don't miss anything, and comments are always welcome, of course. Let's talk market, shall we? Dow futures up 313 points, up 1%. Nasdaq up 0.40%, up 48 points. S&P futures up 0.78% at 3603 currently. Russell 2000 futures up 1.26% at 1840. Bitcoin futures 19,215. We're a stone's throw away from all-time highs. Crude futures up 1.83%. Gold futures are down at 1802, down nearly 2%. Silver futures 2315, down nearly another 2%. Let's see here. Euro dollar up 13 pips at 118.55. Dollar yen 104.66, 13 pips to the upside for my forex people. Dollar index is down slightly, 92.46. The VIX is down 2.87% at 2201. Pretty good stuff. Pretty good stuff. Headlines that came in yesterday. President Trump wrote or tweeted that the transition will begin for President Biden. Not exactly a concession, but pretty close to it. That now the service of the government, general government service or something like that, I forget, sent out a letter stating that they're going to go ahead and give President-elect Biden the tools necessary for an easy transition for the good of the country, as stated by President Trump. But he stated that he's not conceding, but that he is going to still fight. But that's as pretty much as a concession as you're going to get. That's why the markets are up. Another factor is that President-elect Biden is already selecting his cabinet. He already picked Homeland Security, Director of National Intelligence, UN Ambassador, and Secretary of Defense was picked today, or I guess it needs to be confirmed. But his Treasury Secretary, Janet Yellen, is his pick, and she'll be the first person to be head of the Fed to be now a Treasury Secretary. That's pretty cool stuff. So if you remember how it was under her during the Obama years and how much we bounced back, you should be pretty excited. The market is too. So that's a good thing that Janet Yellen is our Treasury Secretary. Pretty good stuff. Okay, so let's talk here about other headlines coming in. PayPal's Venmo set for $3 billion a year revenue. Guggenheim says PayPal overweight. PT price target has been upgraded to 29. Boeing is 737 MAX gains tentative European regulatory clearance. That's from Bloomberg. Again, we own Boeing long term. We own the stock. Plug successfully completes $1 billion capital raise to accelerate first nationwide green hydrogen network. That's the stock right here. It is up slightly. It was as high as up 28 bucks, but now it's pulling back a little bit. Tesla, Elon Musk hints again at longer range Teslas and hatchback for Europe. Tesla is up pre-market, and let's see what else is moving. Best Buy reported earnings, but they're down pre-market. So let's go over some pre-market movers together, and we'll go from there. Big mover today is cannabis. I've been saying that for a while. Cannabis is Bitcoin, blunts, and betting. That's the three things I'm bullish on. Bitcoin, obviously, we got it right. Cannabis, got it right. Obviously, with the Biden administration being a little more friendly to cannabis and legalization. Again, federal legalization, the jury's still out on that. But online betting, again, approval through a couple of more states. I'm still with that. Again, Penn and DKNG, which is DraftKings, is still my call there. But if you can add another one is EV. EV electric vehicles have definitely been pushing. Again, the only two electric vehicle companies that I own are NIO and Tesla, and I'm not thinking of selling them at all. There's no other stock that I want to buy in regards to in regards to EV. The only other, I guess, alternative energy stock that I actually bought yesterday was Next Energy, NEE. They own FPL. They also have wind, solar, and nuclear power, which is Florida Power and Light. So I bought them yesterday. If you guys want to see that, it's NEE stock. I bought them yesterday. They were down a little bit, Now they're up pre-market 1%. This is Next Era Energy. I went ahead and bought that yesterday with our investment club. Pretty cool stuff. Aurora Cannabis up 22%. Again, you know, the EVs, NEO's up, Fuel Cell Energy, Fuel Tech. All these names are up. Sundial Growers up 31%. It's a penny stock, but these names are on the move. Apple's up pre-market. Boeing nearly 3% to the upside. Chevron, again, with oil coming back up, 3% to the upside. JP Morgan, 2.27% to the upside. That's good to see as I own that stock as well. Nike up 1.43%. That's one of our top 10 stocks of 2020. Airlines are coming up. American Airlines up 4.2%. Carnival's up 5.23%. Occidental Petroleum is up 8%. Macy's up 4.5%. Norwegian up 4.5%. Pfizer slightly red. Exxon's up 3.79%. I'm still not in the camp of buying energy stocks. No thanks. United Airlines up 3.3%. The only airline I own is Delta. And in the NASDAQ, we have Dollar Tree up 8% on a strong earnings beat. JD.com, again, up 2%. Moderna up down slightly, 0.38%. AMD pretty much flat. NVIDIA up 0.29%. Zoom down 2.39%. Ulta Beauty down 1%. I own Ulta Beauty. So again, we talked about that yesterday. If you are watching at home, obviously we did a freebie yesterday. The freebie was the Square 210 calls. Great volume. I posted on Twitter and I posted on Instagram. It is up pre-market. We're nearly now the 209. We should be able to get that today without a problem. That PayPal upgrade is nice. That should help Square because they're in the same space. Square is up 0.64% pre-market. So again, I'm not having any reservations that we don't break that 209.80 level. I'm not going to tell you when to close. You're a big boy. You're an adult. You know your own investment goals. You know your investment objectives. You know your risk. You know your tolerances. You know your greed levels. I usually say 40%. Take it and move on with your life. If you want to hold on, by all means, do whatever makes you happy. But Square is a banger. You should be able to get some profits out of that today. I'm not even worried about that. That's going to happen today. So we're going to catch that. Yesterday, our members got IWM. The students with me yesterday got, these are the masterclass students. We got Palantir. We got Boeing yesterday. And I think that's it. That's basically all we closed yesterday. Anyways, either way, that's where we are. Good morning. So that's where we are. Good morning. Neo's on fire. Question mark. Yes, Neo's on fire. Good morning. Thoughts on Roku? It has some room for the upside. Long-term hold? Absolutely. Roku is a long-term hold without a doubt. I love it long-term. I own it. It's a top 10 stock of 2020 that we wrote about. And if you followed our top 10 stocks of 2020, you have Tesla, Roku, Nike all-time highs. I mean, you've had some really great gains with our picks. So, well done. If you own it, I'm holding it. I'm keeping it. I've had it for a while now. I'm not really worried about it. I've owned Roku now since it's my 5th largest holding in my portfolio. I've owned it since 118.95. But yeah, I'm up about 135%. Again, I bought on dips. Everyone knows this. I like a good sale on stocks. Hi, Carlos. What do you think about Apple move up or down? Apple's basically ranging. There's not much going on there. Again, you have pretty much testing support. There is a gap to fill here right around 111.04 you can take a look at. I don't know if it's going to fill that. Would I short here? I wouldn't. Not at this juncture. If it breaks 113.16, then I would actually buy puts and take a look at this gap fill of 111. That'd probably be your only thing to do there. I love the stock long term. I'm waiting for a break of 104 and I'm buying more shares. Thoughts on trading Tesla today? Way too expensive. Skip it. If you don't have the money, do not waste your time. BTC approaching all-time high. If I'm looking to get in but not buying on a weekly basis, what kind of price range? Doesn't matter the price. You just have to get in. I mean, you're wasting your time. I mean, if you're wondering on the price, either buy it every week or just get in it because there's only a finite number of Bitcoins out there. Keep in mind. So again, there's going to be a time there's going to be any more. BA, yeah, BA is on fire. We caught that with the students yesterday. Still bullish on BA, wait for a dip. No, I'm still bullish on BA. BA still has all the way up to 226 to go. BABA calls. Yeah, BABA. I took some BABA calls yesterday with our master class, and I was happy with it. There's a level to target at 283.56. How do you buy Bitcoin? I buy it on Coinbase, and you could store it anywhere you want. I use an actual Trezor wallet. Carlos, what's your opinion on IDEX? I don't know what IDEX is. I know that's a penny stock. I'm not going to talk penny stocks. EV hype, again, it's all about now about the environment. It's all about electric vehicles. It's all about climate change. We have a new administration in the White House that's coming in, so they're basically pushing more of the climate change stuff. Greed, curious, what are your thoughts on Apple? Already answered. Why has Apple been so choppy? Already answered. Generally speaking, if you think the sector is going up blunts, would you recommend buying calls on the bigger stocks, CGC? I just own the stocks. I own one ETF, which is THCX. This is basically everything in regards to cannabis that you want. That's what I own. Why do you think about leaps on gold? No, just own gold. Don't buy leaps on gold. Nope. And gold is tanking. So again, if there's times to buy some gold coins that you're interested in buying, fine. I'm not buying any gold here. Below 129, maybe I'll start taking a look, but right here, not interested. Amazon, way too expensive, skip it. I love it long term to own, which I do, but when it comes to the actual stock, no. Gap, nothing comes up here. I don't know why. I think you mean GPS, which is Gap Incorporated. They are breaking out, but you need to break the 2713 level. Are you looking to buy calls this short week? We've already been buying calls this short week. As you saw, we had Square as our freebie. What hydro stocks you like? I don't have any hydro stocks you like. Is it too late? Yep, you're too late for Square. Sorry, boss. What price would you add to Lululemon? Let's see. Lululemon, I would add a 265. XPEV, I have no idea what that does. I'm assuming it's another one of those EV names. They've been moving. Wait for 78. Peloton, I have an alert at 115.86. What would be the best cannabis ETF? Which would be THCX. That's the ones I would use. That's one I own, actually. Will you do a top to a 2021? Yes, we will do a 2021 top 10 stock list. Of course, everyone wants that. We'll get you guys that for sure in January. When do you think Apple will join the Winners Club again? When you have a rotation back into mega cap stocks. Microsoft, Facebook, Amazon, Google, and Apple have all pretty much treaded water, while the higher gain momentum names, the Rokus of the world, the EVs of the world, the cannabis of the world, are getting all the love. So people are not selling Apple, for example, just taking out the cash. They're not getting new cash. They're rotating out of those names, the big cap names that made a lot of money. They're taking some profits and they're putting into other names. They're probably putting into value names as well. Gap on Neo and Plug, do you think they'll be filled sooner than later? You're talking about Neo. I don't know what gap are you seeing. Are you seeing about this little gap here, 49? Later. And Plug just got some good headlines. There's one right there at 24.60. That's not going to fill anytime soon. Good price point to buy DKNG long term. If you don't have a position, I'd get in. But if you're looking to add 35.39, THCX has been halted. Okay. GFI, Goldfields, no, I wouldn't buy that. Plug, yes, looking at Plug, you need to break 28.68. TGT, like TGT long term, but it comes to options, I wouldn't waste my time. How's Square looking today? Looks great. We're going to make money on it. Of course we are. Thoughts of buying Riot blockchain stock? No, I'd rather just own Bitcoin. I'll trade Riot, but again, the problem with Riot is that their spread is wide. So again, their bid and ask is usually pretty wide. So when you sell, you get slippage of that. So you want to watch out. It's not exactly a tight spread. You want a tight spread when it comes to that stuff. Space calls. Space needs to break 25.63. But Space has done very well for us. We made some money on it last week. PLTR long term, you need a dip. PLTR 1841 would be a good price. Do you own Plug? I do not own Plug. No. I own calls on Plug, but I don't own Plug the stock. No. All right, so we're going to get started here for our live trading session for our members. Give me a second here. Live trading session. If you guys want to join the live trading session, you do have to sign up. I'm going to go ahead and type it here if you're interested. It's starting at 9:20. That's the information if you want to join. CGC I own in the fund, which is THCX. You can see pulling back a little bit. That looks like that 27 is a big resistance level. So I put the link up there if you guys want to take a look at it for the YouTube Premium. I will be on live in 5 minutes, 9:20 until 10:30. Last time we did that, we did some trades live. I answered some questions. It's a pretty small group, which is nice. I get to answer everyone's question. I get to know everybody. which is pretty cool. So this is our second session, $49.99 a month, but you get every Tuesday we do a live trading session for 1 hour from 9:20 to 10:30. It's 4 times a month, which is every Tuesday. If you want to join, there's the link. Feel free, but it is not free. So again, it's going to be fun. I can't wait to get started with the guys. What do you takes on lows? I own lows. I actually bought some lows, and I love it long term. Love it long term. Apple put to 111. Yeah, that's the gap fill, but you need to break 113.61. Thoughts on XRP? All I own is Bitcoin. I'm going to stick with one. What SMA do you use? The 200, the 100, and the 50, and it's a